Okay, we have here a 49 Panhead. It is original paint. It is a very, very nice original paint. I've only had two nicer, one of which I still have, my Peacock Blue, and one of which I bought in '89 with 6,700 original miles from the original owner. It was absolutely brand new. It's extremely difficult to find these bikes of this era in this kind of shape. Now, I got it from the second owner, who has had at least the heads off, which is why it doesn't puke oil everywhere out of the heads, and resealed them. So the rockers at least are not leaking. And if you page down to the bottom of this page here on the descriptions, I'll have a link to a bunch of zillions of photos of this bike. This Panhead is for sale at this time. So if you watch this video in the future, it may or may not still be for sale, because it will be sold. I don't plan on keeping this particular one. It's in very, very nice original shape, like I said. Now we're going to discuss 49s a little bit here. 49 was the very first year of the hydraulic fork. When they first came out, they were not named Hydroglide, and as a result, the top of the tin here did not say Hydroglide. The very first 100 or so did not even have vented tops. They had no venting on the fork and puked oil everywhere. They fixed that right away. And somewhere between 9,000 and 10,000-ish or so, roughly, they started saying Hydroglide. Nobody knows for sure. They don't know if we had some saying Hydroglide on the tins and some did not. Harley Davidson obviously sent some out like this and some out like that of various parts over the years. In various models, very common that they did that. All 49s have several things in common. They originally came with stainless air cleaner, stainless timing cover, stainless tins on the top here, these black sandcasted legs. I know of at least 4 different versions, but they all have numbers. You can see the numbers on the paint there. It might be on this side, it might be on the other side, it might be on the other leg, maybe stamped on the inside. They all had that. Now, Harley Davidson recalled these front fenders because the first ones, all 49s, were spot welded, not riveted. This particular bike has rivets because this is a recall fender. So Harley didn't send out brackets and say, do the dealer repaint it and install rivets. They sent out a whole new fender with original Harley paint and said install the fender. So this was a recall, and that still does not mean it is not an original paint bike, because Harley Davidson, the factory, painted it and sent it out. You'll follow, this is an original paint machine. So that makes it a better machine than most 49s, because this fender is not going to kill you. We do have an original headlight, has the cycle beam light, and we have the correct early Hydroglide controls. These came out in 49, were made as far as I'm aware through the 53 years, certainly through 52, and similar by 54 they were changed. Now as you see here, we have loose play. That is because these were notoriously inept. That's why they changed them. They should never have made them, and nobody makes spare parts. So as you get miles on the bike, that says 32,000 on it, these wear, and you have to literally go to a machine shop and have it fixed. The more play you get into this, the harder it is to start the machine. That is what it is. So we have a beautiful, wow, original seat. Just gorgeous, gorgeous original seat. Still has some of the date code underneath. I've only personally seen a nicer one, which I own. I'm sure people out there have new old stock in the box. Great. I don't care what you have. What matters is, for this documentary, what I have seen. And if I haven't seen it, and if I haven't smelt it, I haven't sniffed it. Therefore, for the purpose of this, it does not exist. So we have original Western style belt buckles on the saddlebags. 49 and 50 have these sergeant stripes on the rear fender, and it has this little ribbon here stamped in the fender. It is a solid one-piece fender. Two-piece if you count the tail section, but as far as the actual fender itself, it's one stamped piece. We have a leaking carburetor problem, as you see even with the gas off. The carb does need to be rebuilt. It's notoriously difficult to start this bike. So we're going to try and start it here in a minute after I blow off that gas so I don't have a gas fire. The gas is off, it's still leaking. So it needs to be reseated on the petcock, and the carb does need to be rebuilt. The float's probably toast. And so if I don't get it started for this video, well, I ain't gonna kick 50 times. I did ride it 20 miles the other day. It runs beautiful. It has accessory maroon shift knob, accessory maroon speedball badges, which I've never personally seen in my own hands. Another set of these. They did make both the speedballs and the shift knob to the color by request. And this has a Harley Davidson chrome dash. Now, it's a Harley Davidson dash, not a re-chrome dash. I can tell this very simple. It has the little piece right here. That's CAD. The re-chrome ones didn't take these out and put it back in. They just re-chromed it. They stuck your glass back in. This is a glass. It's not plastic. So that was replaced very early in the day by a Harley Davidson part off the shelf. We have a Harley Davidson mirror here. All in all, this is a very, very nice machine. And it does run really good. I probably not get the thing started, but I'll try. I'm not going to have a gas fire trying. I'm not going to kick for 20 zillion times. It does run. If you buy it, it's your bike. You deal with it and get it fine-tuned. So if you're interested, send me an email. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention. We do have the stainless rocker clutch cover, generator cover, and the stainless on the primary covers here. So let me wipe that dripping gas off. Yeah. Hopefully we won't blow it up. So there it is. So we'll give us a try. But fair warning, I'm not going to kick 20 times. I have ridden it. Take my word for it. It runs beautiful, but it does need some issues. It runs. I rode it. You want to ride it, you get to buy it. Other than that, it can sit right there. I'm not going to screw around with it. I got other bikes, other projects. But you're going to have to rebuild the carburetor. I would suggest a Liberty rebuild. That's my personal preference. You're going to have to rebuild the petcock. The Olsen's make a beautiful little petcock little deal that go in there and actually shut your gas off. Good tune-up. Points are getting a little burnt. And ride it. It's a good bike. I would fix the control. You don't have to have it machined. Nobody makes one that I know of. If somebody knows of the early controls being made, please let me know. I can't find them. So there it is. I'm not going to kick it anymore. I'm going to push it inside, drain the gas out of it, and that's that. But I did ride this bike yesterday, or the day before actually, yesterday. Went up to the top of the hill and back, and it runs quite well. But it is a mother to start unless it decides it wants to start for you. So, and that's why. Somebody wants it, it's all them. There it is. It's a good bike. It's incredibly clean. Original paint, 49 Panhead. Very, very correct. We have the accessory stainless muffler, as you can see. The rear accessory muffler, as you can see. The rear accessory rack, as you can see. Look at the pictures. I've got zillions of photos on the bottom. No, I didn't drop the belly pan. Dude, it's an original paint bike. It's never been apart. So yeah, it's got matching belly numbers. So I'm not even going to bother checking. You want it, you pull the belly pan off. There it is. Bye.